And sometimes you have to just realize your life was meant to be like this. You was meant to go through a lot of hurdles, trials and tribulations. And you just got to accept it. Your life wasn't all peachy. You didn't grow up in a great environment. You had to go through some things. You got in trouble when you were younger. You had children when you were younger. People left you. People abused you. Some people damaged by design for sure. But the Most High, He gave you a plan out there. He'll always bring you back. He'll always bring you back to where you came from. You went astray from what you grew up on. You stopped being spiritual. You stopped believing. You lost your faith. What you need to realize is you're not the first person to fuck their life up. You're not the first person to go through some things. Nothing new above the sun. You ain't the first person somebody neglected, somebody left, but you came back from all that. Now, the flip side of that coin is some people live a great life. Some people don't make the mistakes that we've made out here. Some people went to high school, had a great family, a great upbringing, a lot of support with them, and they just went through life. No trials and tribulations, really. It don't mean that they didn't go through things, but they didn't have it hard as you. You've seen these people before. You got people in your family like that who haven't been through things that you've been through. You met friends who haven't been through the same struggles and the hurdles that you had to go through. You got neglected early. You've been abused. They haven't, though. You know what I'm saying? You got a comeback story that people love, though. Some reason people glorify that comeback story more than, that person who lived that life just up and up. Because why? Because more people can learn from that comeback story. More people make mistakes, and we all got the same common mistakes out here, more than likely. Had children early, been in prison, been neglected, dropped out, gave up on ourselves, but you didn't count yourself out, though. That's why people love that comeback story. People love that person who know that it's not too late to change and they went to change. People love that story about that person who lost everything, went homeless, went bankrupt, and they came back. And they came back and they got a house. And they came back and got a career. People love that resilient story more than that Romeo and Juliet all lovey-dovey story, though, for some reason. Because more people can learn from that struggle. Because more people are going through a struggle sometimes. And there's nothing wrong with having that great upbringing, There's nothing wrong with having that great support behind you, because we all needed that support. But what happened when you didn't have that support? What happened when you fell down and when nobody picked you back up, and it took you 10, 15 years to get back on your feet? What happened that divorce you've been through, and you got left, you got abandoned, and you thought nobody would never want you, and you came back. And then you got a new spouse with you. And y'all been together 10, 15 damn years. You know what I'm saying? And y'all going up and up and up out here. Yeah, it's not too late to change, people. And that's what you got to realize about your life. There's enough comeback stories for us to just look up. There's enough comeback stories that you can see from your family and friends. Sometimes these things happen overnight. It takes 1, 2, 3 seconds to change out here. And boom, you living a new life now. Yeah. Sometimes we go fall down out here, but it's all about how you go come back from it. You know what I'm saying? Some people go stay down, and they can't get back up from it. Some people not resilient, though, Some people lost their faith and they can't get it back, and they stop believing and they stop praying. Be thankful that that's you. Be happy that you're the resilient one. They kicked you down. They fired you at your job for no reason. They demoted you for no reason, and you lost your health and you lost some things. But you came back. You came back and you start working more harder. You came back and you start opening your own business. You came back and you got back on your feet because you're resilient. And the resilient ones out here, we the ones that last long. Nothing against anybody out here, but the person that been through that struggle and lost so many times, it's easy for them to give up. It's easy to lose faith out here sometimes. But the resilient ones, they just keep on ticking. They take a licking and they keep on ticking. Take another one and keep on ticking. And that's the story that we all love sometimes. We love when somebody loses and they come back. You know what I'm saying? It's good to see people just win. But it's something about when that person who ain't never had nothing win. It's something about when that underdog, who nobody expecting to win, he comes out with the win. She comes out with the win. She had them children early. She had 3 children by the time she was 21. And, she got left and abandoned. But look at her now. She raised them children to her best ability. Them children all in college. Them children very successful. She a very successful woman herself. Because she did her thing. because she didn't give up. You know, she was resilient. She came back. You know what I'm saying? They thought the game was over, and she kept playing and kept playing and kept running and kept running. Those are stories that we love, y'all. So if you're going through it, if you messed up your life, don't ever think it's too late to change out here. There's been too many people addicted to drugs for 20, 30 years, and they've been not on drugs 20, 30 years after that. There's been too many people who had gambling addictions, and they ain't gambled in 15, 20 years, you know? Because whatever they went through, they was resilient enough to get through it. It ain't never too late to change. Some people never was doing nothing all their life, and they just sat on their ass, and they just relied on people, and they was ungrateful. Now they grateful. Now they doing things with their life. Now they moving on up. Now they feeling better about themselves. And that's what we all can do. We can all feel better about ourselves and start doing better out here as a whole. You know, helping people one person at a time. You know, it goes a long way. Kindness goes a long way. Patience goes a long way when you're dealing with people as well. So yeah, resilient people, just keep on ticking. We're going to go through some things out here. But it's up to you to get back up and keep on going. That's all I got. Motivation comes in many forms. Lamborghini Lamar.